Look at that view, though. That's fantastic. Is this enough simulator for you?
It's weighing on my mind because I'm starting to realize my intuition is jarring and hanging on my inhibition. I'm right between the lines of paranoia undefined because I don't know who I am.
So, an update. Past, I want to say 2 days, 3 days, I've been sick. We're really feeling under the weather, aches, pains, a little bit of a fever, I think. Today is the 22nd. I absolutely need to be in Ho Chi Minh City by the 28th. That leaves us with a bit of a problem. I'm midway, only halfway point. The only solution to this is to take a train and cut through some of it. My only fear is getting a train that will take my bike, and that the bike is going to arrive in Nha Trang at a time that's usable by me. So I'm gonna get some breakfast, maybe check out a location or two, and then try to head south to Hội An.
A large breakfast and a small detour of Thien Mu Pagoda I thought would be a good start to the day. A humble and endearing place of worship, it encouraged me too to start praying. For a lot less heat.
You know that scene from Chronicles of Riddick where they don't want to go into the sun? That's what this feels like. I think this is the hottest I've ever been. I'm literally drenched in sweat. F***ing kill me.
But I wasn't the only one feeling feverish. The bike was even harder to start than usual, and the kickstart started getting stuck. So I had it replaced. Nothing some guys on the corner can't handle in 15 minutes.
Look at that. Should be much easier now. What's this? Okay.
With some bike food, I was able to coax my beloved into a lovely ride along the coast. At some point, we were set off track and forced to take a detour to some pass along the mountains. Hai Van Pass. Wait a second, where have I heard that before?
Hai Van Pass kind of goes next to the ocean. You're like
the sun gleams pleasantly, the wind blows coolly, and spirits rise briskly. It has been hyped up to be the most scenic road in the world, and honestly, that's an insufficient description. All of those breakdowns, the denial into Lao, it was all for this. If you do absolutely nothing else in Vietnam, go up Hai Van Pass during sunset, and the scene will be burned into your retinas forever. Hội An is aptly translated to peaceful meeting place. It's a relatively quiet, well-preserved trading port and fishing village from the 16th century. As you enter the pedestrian-friendly bubble Vietnam of Hội An, a seemingly mandatory purchase of tickets to local museums is forced upon you. Well, it's not mandatory and they're kind of a waste of time, but it's $5, go help the locals. There's honestly not much to see, but it's somehow charming. It just invites you to relax, and for the first time in my vacation, I felt like I was on a vacation. How awful.
It's okay, but at 5,000 Vietnamese dong, I think it's practically pennies.
The daytime activities are not the featured selling point, but rather the nighttime spectacle. A beautiful array of paper lanterns attracts tourists like moths. Blues, reds, greens, and amber lanterns glow a colorful display of pleasant tones. It's an inescapable feeling of summer. How could you not love that? Hoi An requires no planning. Just relax and smell the proverbial roses. 2 nights and 1 day spent, I had to get back on track to make up time. To quickly recap, I took Hai Van Pass through Da Nang to Hoi An. So the plan now is to go back up to Da Nang to take an overnight train to skip 550 kilometers to Nha Trang. Well, I think we all know how well this is gonna go. Hey, wait, it worked.
1, 2, 8, 12. It is so hot in this place. Sweat is dripping down my face. Maybe someday we will find a better way. Until then we have to practice in any space. Man, hey! Oh!
I got my ticket, but my bike would not be traveling with me. Instead, it would be on a cargo train that would arrive in Nha Trang 12 hours later. Cramped in a noisy vessel, I did my best to sleep on the overnight train. Nha Trang, the Miami of Vietnam. It is a city of towering resorts only blocks away from the beachfront, and it is the vacation destination for Russians everywhere. It has more Russians here than Michael Flynn's last birthday party. But with only 1 day to spend, I decided to spend it at Vietnam Disneyland. Take a trolley across the water to Vinpearl Land, which leads us to here.
Wave to the people. Hey! They didn't wave back. Fuck those people.
But I love how they even try to replicate Disney World with the Magic Kingdom, with the castle. And totally not the same. It's Magic Kingdom.
The park is a large collection of action park-esque water slides, a few lame dinky rides, and depressing zoos, with 3 Disney songs played on repeat. This coaster being the most modern in the ride stable. But the Vinpearl Land experience brings the sort of joy and humor that only a dollar store knockoff action figure can bring. Of course, haphazard construction is around. This is Vietnam after all. But let's just skip to my favorite ride, the only one truly worth showing.
The weeds. They should cut that. This was probably one of their first rides, but I like the idea. It goes all the way up there. You see how I can just do that? I should not be allowed to. I should not. Ow. All right. What do we do? What do we do? Do we flip them off?
Stop. Okay, bye.
Oh,
I eventually left to pick up my bike and prepare for tomorrow's grueling marathon towards Saigon. On the next episode of Adventure Simulator Vietnam. Covered by rain, surrounded by water, enveloped by darkness.